Good evening, my dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods. Mahavatar TV welcomes you all for this evening's program of 21 days free holistic wellness program, day 14th. Before commencing the session, my great pranamas to my Guruji Rangnath sir, and my sincere great pranamas to Brahma Shri Patriji sir, and my sincere great grand pranamas to Mahavatar Babaji sir. So we'll start doing meditation for about 35 minutes. So let's sit and start doing the meditation together now. As you all know, we practice meditation using Anapanasati technique. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, Sati means to observe the breath. So you may drink 1 glass of water before meditating. That will helpful. And sit in a comfortable posture with your back erect, back straight, not rigid. You may sit down on the floor covered with an exercise mat or a folded blanket. You may sit on a sofa or chair with feet crossed. When you sit down, your legs folded. Hands should be clasped and fingers interlaced. Put on your thighs. Your eyes should be closed. Remove spectacles if you're using any, and also do not wear any eye masks. If you want to make your room dark, close your curtains. So you may lean the sofa or chair back when sitting. When sitting on sofa or chair, you may lean, but do not lean to the walls. Sit in a calm, cozy place. And just breathe calmly by consciously observing the breath happening naturally without any efforts. No pranayamam, no japa, no mantra, no kumbhaka, no rechika, nothing. Just observe the breath. Be a grand observer to your breath. No holding or stopping the breath. Cut stray, idle, unnecessary thoughts. Just observe the breath. Stay relaxed. Now I'll play a wonderful music to you all. Enjoy doing meditation. 5 more minutes. Last 1 minute. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes, masters. Please come to the body consciousness. Be with your breath. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My dear friends, take your hands, put on your eyes for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly take your hands and slowly open your eyes. Yes, friends, please come back. So, my dear friends and my dear masters, you have done wonderful meditation with the wonderful melodious music. Welcome back to our session. Any masters want to share your experience about your meditation experiences? Please raise your hand. Yeah, Sindhura, okay. Unmute yourself, Sindhura. Hi.
Ma'am, it is really wonderful. Actually, the music was so divine, fantastic. I really want to know the music, the flute music.
Oh, that the one that is played now or yesterday?
Yeah, now. Today.
Now? Okay, I'll share you that link.
It's so good, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, Patriji's PMC's. That is PMC's music.
Right. Once I have heard that music also.
Sir also posted
meditation, right?
Yeah, I just posted. I think it went to Sri Pallavi. Okay. I will post it to everyone. Even in our group, sir actually posted one link, like 64 videos. So I'll share that again in the group also.
I have heard this before also. I think that is 3-hour meditation, something like that, right? PMC 3-hour meditation.
Yeah, this one is 1 hour music meditation. Notoloni Maunam. It's Pyramid Valley International ones. Yeah, I shared the link. If you're interested, you can go with that link also. And what's your experience like while meditating or after meditation, before coming and after coming?
Yeah, one thing I have observed that I have come to terms with, before it was like, mind and body, they were not, they used to control, even while meditating.
Thoughts and all, coming thoughts.
Yes. Now also they come. But the thing is, now I have, with breath, okay, I have come to terms. I said, this is the thing, this is the thought, this is memory. Fine, there is no problem.
So you're able to deal with it. No fear, no pressure, no stress, nothing.
I tell you mind and body only.
Yeah. That's the main important thing, right? It's not audible, Sindhura.
Sorry, it got muted.
Yeah. Okay.
So one trick I found that just came to my mind while meditating. Let the thoughts come, memory come. So I tell to body, okay, fine. I know you have this memory you have gone through. I tell to mind, fine, you have gone through this thing. It has hurt you. Accept it.
Yeah, something that is balanced to learn, and you learned it. You have done your task. It's good, right?
Yes.
That feeling is great.
Then that will disappear and it continues.
And we will develop like mentally strong, physically strong. Okay, challenging. We are able to take challenges and do more good things. Yes.
So before it was like when that thing used to happen, I was like, I divert, I used to get divert. I didn't want to look into the matter. That
Okay.
happens whenever
You want to escape.
I
Like you were
wanted to escape.
okay, but now you're okay. I'm ready to face. There is
Yes.
something me to learn. So the nature is giving again and again. So I'm learning. Okay, it's done. It will not repeat. It will go in a good way. Yeah, that happens. Yes, good experience actually. Thank you for sharing, Sindhura, and thank you for your help as a service. Also, you're doing good seva. All our team, Shri Pallavi and MS Sudita. My friend, is she here? MS Sudita. Saw her before. Yeah, Sunita. We want your number also. Can you please message to my number from in the group? We are missing you actually. Do you want to talk? Thank you, Sindhura. Sunita.
Yeah.
And we want your number also. We like our friends all are doing seva. So we want you also to include in that. And any masters who are interested can also send me a message. We will join you in the group so that we all together can do seva. Like we got benefited, so we look forward to others get benefited also. So you message to my personal number in that group. We have English spiritual group, so that we'll be in touch with you.
Okay.
Okay. So what is your experiences you want to share? You have a lot of experience. We all developed, I know, but I want to learn something from you.
Yesterday, up to 1 hour 15 minutes, I meditated. After that, I could sleep.
Okay. Yoga Nidra.
Yoga. Yeah, in Purnima meditation. Yesterday.
Okay. Lakshmi Garu, she did a wonderful job. Like 3 hours, she was playing music.
Oh, is it?
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the flute music.
Yeah. And sir is also here. Welcome, sir. Namaskaram. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
And
you have finished the meditation?
Yes, sir. We finished our meditation. We are just sharing our experiences.
Right.
And today we, go ahead, Sunita.
Yes.
Sir, today wisdom about holistic lifestyle part 2 will be shared by you and our Mahavatar Foundation Master Shri Pallavi. We welcome you, Shri Pallavi, to this evening session to share your wisdom with us. And let me introduce about Shri Pallavi in few words. Shri Pallavi is living in Hyderabad. She graduated in architecture and did her diploma in construction management. She worked but few years in Bangalore, and because of some health issues, she took a break and now she's looking forward to self-employed. Apart from that, Shri Pallavi realized spirituality even from childhood. She used to wonder about what is this birth and death and why we have taken birth, what is this universe and all. Growing older, she realized that every life has some purpose on earth, and she felt the purpose is that all human beings should be good on their self. So we welcome you, Shri Pallavi, and to share your wisdom with us for holistic lifestyle.
Good evening, all masters, and my sincere pranams to our Guruji Ranganath sir and our great master Maharshi Patriji, and to our great grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji, and my pranams to my parents as well. And today I would like to tell about some tips or some lifestyle things we have to follow every day to have nirogi jivan. Nirogi in the sense it is like no disease. Prevention is always better than cure. So we should always protect our health. Our all energies for meditation should be kept to increase our spirituality and all those things, to be more what do you say, to be more we have to conserve our positive energy for meditation And all these health tips will help us in preventing all our diseases and to be more healthier. Because healthy life, healthy body gives us fresh mind to meditate more and more. As a spiritual person, as a benefiter of meditation, I would like to tell and share my experience and give some tips to other followers of meditation. Now I'll start with the first one we have to follow every day is like Brahma Muhurta. Brahma Muhurta is the divine time. That time we'll have more positive cosmic energies. That time around 3:30 to 5 o'clock. If you wake up early in the morning every day from 3:30 to 5 o'clock, what do you say? You'll get more and more time for doing anything. Like we can do good meditation. We will have more time for walk, exercises, pranayama, everything. At that time, we'll have fresh mind after waking up. So we can take more good decisions about our anything, like in business or for any employment. I mean, any jobs or anything, whatever we are doing, we can do. We can do good decisions in the morning. So waking up early in the morning at Brahma Muhurta is the first tip we have to follow every day for good health. As after coming to this spiritual thing, I have started doing Brahma Muhurta meditation, and I have experienced the very beautiful things. Like I could see the light, I could go to shunya, like nothing state in meditation. Yesterday also for 3 hours, I could do 2.5 hours meditation without any breaks. This was the thing I achieved from waking up early in the morning in the Brahma Muhurta and doing meditation. So everyone should follow this. That is the first tip. And the second tip, after waking up, we have to consume at least 2 to 3 glasses of water. If you can't consume 2 to 3 glasses at a time, start with 1 glass each day, and you can increase up to 2 to 3 glasses, which cleanses our body, which detoxifies our body, which activates our liver, which helps in metabolism. Because gut health is very important. Gut health, if you if you have good gut health, most of the problems are solved. So consuming 2 to 3 glasses of water every day is the best tip. The second best tip we can follow every day. We should not drink Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. Sorry for that. We should drink lukewarm water, not too cold or not too hot. The room temperature water we should be consuming every day, 2 to 3 glasses of water. This always flushes our toxins from our body. The next tip will be about eyes. We should cleanse our eyes. We always wash our face, do brush, or everything we'll do. We don't give more importance to our eyes. That is also more important. We should cleanse our eyes with gulab jal or the homemade rose water. So with that, if you flush every day for 10 to 15 flashes, we have to do it on the eyes. That will cleanse our eyes, which improves our eyesight, and it gives more improved vision as well. The next tip will be about the teeth. Teeth, as sir said many times, we should not be using the toothpaste. We should always shift to the herbal tooth powder, which we get it from the nature. So we should always use the tooth powder, and toothpaste should be avoided. Toothpaste will give us the diabetes. So one more thing we should shift is like from toothbrush of the plastic to the natural bamboo toothpaste we'll be getting in the stores, Ayurvedic stores. We should shift to that toothbrush as well. And one more thing about the tooth is like teeth and for both, it helps both the eyes and the teeth is oil pulling. With the natural cold pressed oils, we should do oil pulling for 5 minutes. Every day, 5 minutes, we should do the oil pulling, and then we should spit out whatever we get in the mouth that should not be consumed in. We should spit it out, and we should brush the teeth. That should be followed every day. That gives strength to muscles, gums, and for eyes also it is very good. The next thing, our olden people, they used to practice. We forgot, and we should be practicing it from our daily life. That is nasya. Nasya is like putting oil in each nostril, 2 to 3 drops, and sleeping for 2 to 3 minutes to let the oil get in. That will be the next tip. So for nasya, we should use A2 cow ghee, sarson ki tel, or mustard oil, badam oil is good for nasya. 2 to 3 drops we should put it in our nostrils, each nostril, and we should lie down on the bed for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we can wake up. The benefits of it is like we won't have headache, we won't have eye problems, and we won't have acidity. And it is also good for relieving asthma or kapha problems as well. For severe ailments, we should be under guidance of the Ayurvedic doctor or expert. We should be taking nasya. And one more thing, Abhyanga Snanam. Abhyanga Snanam we do only once when we have festivals or something like that. So it should be practiced every week, at least every week. Once in a week, we should be doing Abhyanga Snanam. That is like oil bath. For oil bath, we should use mustard oil or Narayani tel in winter season. And for summer season, we can use til oil, that is sesame seed or ghee. So for winter season, we have to use sarson ki tel or Narayani tel. For summer season, we should be using til oil or ghee. The benefits of it is like good blood circulation, good sleep, no headache, no body pains. Everything will be reduced. So our body will get good glow as well with this Abhyanga Snanam. And most important thing which we are missing in our fast day-to-day life is exercise. So every day exercise is a must. Exercise, we can do it. If you do it in the morning, it is good. If you can't do it in the morning, at least any time in the day, we should be doing it. At least for 30 minutes to 1 hour every day, we should practice it. Which should include pranayama, yoga, and exercises like walking, cycling, swimming, extra, whatever we can do it, we can do it. And exercise, which we have got many benefits from exercise, which keeps our body fit and young. To look young, we should do exercise. And the one thing we have to follow, after every meal, we should walk at least for 1,000 steps. And especially at the dinner, after every dinner, we should walk at least 1,000 steps. This is the thing we have to follow every day. Like dinner also, we should be having 2 to 3 hours before our sleep time, which helps in our body health. And one more thing, detoxification. Detoxification, this is simple thing we can follow every day. Like legs wash. We should wash our legs before sleep. Some may be doing it without knowing its benefits, but washing legs before sleeping will detoxify our body. And if you have any stress or anything like that, we should put our legs in the lukewarm water with the salt in it for 15 minutes. Daily, if you follow it, that you'll get benefits from that. And one more thing, we all are forgetting each and every time is like pranavayu movement. For pranavayu movement, we have to sit erect every time. Our back erect and sit straight. That is the thing which flows the pranavayu from nostrils to all the body parts without any congestion. If you are not sitting straight, the pranavayu movement is getting affected. So, and one more thing we have to follow is like we should sleep on the bed, which is not too soft or not too hard. That also will disrupt the pranavayu movement. We should sleep on the bed, which is in between soft and hard, which is good for back and our pranavayu movement. Before sleeping, we can follow one more thing that is good for eyes. That we have to lit a light or candle or diya, whatever we have, and we should keep it at eye level and we should stay that for 10 minutes. That will improve our eyesight. That will improve the memory. That will improve our eye strains. These are the benefits we'll be getting it. So before sleeping it, our room should be dark. We should lit our diya or candle or anything at eye level at a distance of, it's almost like Trataka. For 10 minutes, we should stare at the light. And including all these things, we should be following the meditation every day and Satvika Ahara. These are the things we should be following every day. If you can't follow all the things at a time, if you feel that it's overwhelming, we can practice 2. We can take 2 to each in 1 week, and 2 next week we can add, and 2 we can add next week. Like that we can follow and we can be healthy. And I would like to thank each and everyone and Ranganath sir for this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes. So, Deepika, can you summarize that? What are the topics covered now?
Yes, sir, I can. Thank you, Sri Pallavi, for sharing your tips. So Sri Pallavi shared so many things. Like we know few of them before, but we are not maybe practicing. It's like a good reminder for us again. So waking up in Brahma Muhurta and meditating and doing some exercises, yoga, asanas, all benefits to our health. And I also heard some spiritual leaders saying like whatever we do in Brahma Muhurta, it's like more times better than we do in a regular day timings. Like if we do in Brahma Muhurta, it's more effective. It's like 3 or 4 times more effective than we use a regular day timings. So that reminded again. And she also explained about how to take care of teeth and how to take care of eyes. Yesterday, sir also told like instead of using this chemical based toothpaste, we have natural products like getting from cow dung powder. We can use as a tooth powder, and the coconut, when we burnt it, we get some ash, so we can take that and also use as a toothpaste. So those 2 natural ingredients like no chemicals, so they're not harmful and they're more effective also. So we can use that kind of products instead of the chemical-based toothpaste tool powders. So she also explained about oil pulling exercises and like walking about 1,000 steps a day helps. And she also said like like we need to have dinner like 2 to 3 hours before sleep, and washing food before sleep, and our room should be dark before sleep. And she also explained about pranavayu. We need to sit straight, so that how the pranavayu flows equally in the body. So she explained about pranavayu and all the health tips she explained. Thank you so much, Sri Pallavi, for sharing your wisdom with us. And now sir will carry on the holistic lifestyle remaining one part 2.
Right.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sri Pallavi. So you have tried your best, and then you have enlightened us with various topics today. So thank you so much. And we again, we try to encourage you, and we suggest that you go on give the subject like this in every session, and along with other masters also, everybody, you must teach. Next session, for example, next 14th batch, for example, most of the spiritual subjects also you must take. You and Sunita madam and Deepika, Sweta madam, everybody, Sindhura. You all have to take one day, one subject. Take something like this, some chakra, one chakra, some chakras, 7 bodies, 7 the panchakoshas, the panchapranas, like any one topic, whatever you want to give. So just prepare yourself well, and then understand. First you digest completely, then you try to explain. Likewise, so there are many spiritual topics are there. Okay, so one day you can talk about what are the soul stages, what is karma siddhanta, so what is the law of acceptance, law of gratitude, right? Power of gratitude. So like this, so many things will be there. There are many topics are there. One or not, one or two. You can go on explain throughout the life. You can go on explain. In every session at least 2-3 topics, 4-5 topics like that. And anyway, you'll be reading books also again. So you can take some topics from that books also, which you fully understood. Then you can be able to explain. Take it. If you have any doubt, okay, maybe you can just again prepare well and come back. So likewise, every month. So this month is anyway we have completed the syllabus. So for next month when we are preparing syllabus now, every one of you must give 2-3 topics in that month. 2 to 3 topics. Minimum 2 topics you keep it. For example, all of you 4-5 masters here. I'm just seeing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if any other masters can join here, Tanya can do some subject, right? So she's not there. Huh? Okay, fine. So if she can do also one topic we can give. Okay, the first day we can give it to her. What is meditation? What are the benefits of meditation? Ask her to make everyone to sit in the meditation. That's beautiful, wonderful. The first day master is Tanya. Okay.
Okay.
So Joral Chappal. You got this idea now, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. The first day
She'll
master.
be very happy.
Yes.
Sir, I
All
would
the-
like to share something, sir.
Yeah.
Like from yesterday, I am joining morning class. Yesterday was my birthday. I wanted to gift myself something like pranayama, meditation, everything. So from yesterday morning, I started with the 4:45 class. Pranayama exercise, everything I did yesterday, and night 3 hours. In the 3 hours, I did almost 2.5 hours meditation I did. And then I went to yoga nidra, and I could not do 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours I did. And morning again, I woke up at 3:45.
Okay.
Again to join the class, morning class.
Kannada
Again,
class.
yeah, morning Kannada class. I joined today, and I would like to continue every day with that.
Wonderful, wonderful. So the morning class will be very good.
Yeah, I will
Yoga
be.
asanas, pranayama, and meditation. It is continuous series of all the topics.
Yeah, so many wonderful people are joining the class and they are giving their knowledge and wisdom. So it is very wonderful to join. Whoever can join, they can join in the morning class as well. That was the thing.
Sunita madam is also joining, but she won't talk. She'll be keeping quiet and listening, right? I observed. She's joining, I think, right? Correct. You should express whenever the masters are calling, no, to express our experience. You should talk every day. Just make it a habit to talk something. What you understood, right? What did you feel? And what is your experience of meditation? Something you must express. So this ability also we should increase so that this particular portion, this thyroid portion, it gets cleansed, like it gets like properly functioning. It's very important. Expressing is also very important. Sometimes to be quiet and calm and in mauna, that's also very important. Whenever required, should also be able to freely talking. Like our words should be properly arranged and talk. So that's a gift given to human being, right? No other animal can talk, isn't it? So their communication is not well understood by us. But at least human being has got that all the swaras, right? We can use it as much as possible. As and when required, we should do that. Okay. If nothing, I'll just sing one song. You just tell that, right? In our Mahavatar Foundation, any channel, if somebody is trying to sing a song, first we will give the opportunity for them only. We forget about subject, everything, nothing. Understood? So what is more important is the so-called music. Music is a food for soul. Is the food for soul directly. So we don't need to meditate also, I'm telling you. If you are just listening music, so that will take you slowly inside. Maybe song, maybe instrumental music, vocal music, whatever it may be. That's why if anybody, they raise hand, I want to sing a song, we'll switch off everything and give it the opportunity for them. Even any big topic also will switch off, not a problem. So that's the value of music. We must understand that. So that's why we also need to cultivate that, the habit of singing, listening the songs, listening the music. So we should also increase our appetite towards the music. That's very, very important. For our own spiritual growth also is very, very, very important. Highly critical, I can say. Okay, right. So thank you so much. So let's start the subject for today, holistic lifestyle. So in the last holistic lifestyle part 1, we covered up to third habit, that is third principle. We have 10 principles which we are going to cover. So other 7 principles we are going to cover in this next 30 minutes. And after that, of course, we have also one more lifestyle called the Dinacharya for illness people. That means overall who are unhealthy. So it's called daily routine for unhealthy people. So what is that? That also we try to understand today. Okay. Now the fourth habit is water. Fourth principle is water. So what is the method of drinking water? Basically, the water, especially when you understand, it's a big topic. Many occasions, many times we have been speaking about this at lengthy of times. Lengthy of occasions are mentioned about water, but still, as a part of this today's class, also we will try to mention what is the best way of drinking water, what kind of quality of water we should drink, and what are the sources for quality of water. So a little bit we will try to understand and move on. Okay. So friends, so water is liquid and which is very, very essential for our physical body. Okay. It's you can say like vital for our physical body for the survival. Why? Because in us, there is 75% of water occupied in our entire physical body. Our brain has got about 90% and our blood has got about 93% of water. If you go on see like this, the plant has got 93% of water in it, and the entire globe itself has got about 75% of water. So where and all it is not there. Everywhere it is occupied with the water only. Right? In within us, everywhere, wherever you see, the percentage of water component is always greater than all the other substance, like any solid, basically more than solid, more than gas. The liquid percentage is very high. That's called the water percentage very high. So that is the reason it's so important, highly important to maintain the same quantity, the same ratio. If at all the ratio is disturbed, then you get into disease. Understand? For example, my water content in my body reduced to 50%. Yes, you got dehydrated, finish. You get all the disease. That is called acidity. Okay. So acidity, what happened? Your water percentage reduces. Okay. So that what happened? Your blood becomes acidic in nature. Then it is highly impossible to maintain or to sustain the lifestyle. Or you can say to sustain the better health, it is highly difficult in the presence of the acidic blood. Okay. Why the blood become acidic? Because see in the especially within the blood, so there are a lot of toxicants which are engaged. That means there are a lot of toxicants has got inside the blood because of the lack of water. If there could have been good amount of water, the body cell itself could have flushed out all the toxins through the water. Okay, through the water means it goes towards the basically the large intestine and then goes out through the stools. It could have gone like that, but it's not happening because we have no sufficient water within us. Okay, we don't drink. We rarely try to drink the water. Whenever we see the water bottle or something, we drink. Otherwise, we forget. We mostly be engaged within the work. What are the work we are doing? Day-to-day work, we are much engaged. Right? We don't remember why to drink. So what is the help of the water to our body? Though we know, without seeing the water bottle, we don't get remembrance of drinking water. That is not correct. Just make a habit, like how you eat the food, exactly the time, morning, afternoon, evening. You kept some time, right? Biological clock. So by the time you go to the food, you take the food and you go that's the routine. Similarly, what happened? Every 45 minutes you drink 1 glass of water. Make it as a habit. Every 45 minutes, wherever you are, either you keep bottle with you or if water is there available within a house or within the office, no problem. But every 45 minutes, 1 glass of water. So in that whole day, 12 to 13 glass of water is essential for maintaining the hydration of the proper hydration of the body. Remember this point. Okay. And what happens is, but one thing is the way you drink water also important. Like what is the procedure of drinking water? Basically, when you are eating food, no need to drink any water. If you want, you can take one sip or 2 sips to reduce the hiccups when hiccups are going to happen. So because why hiccups happens first of all, when you suddenly take the a solid food now, so that's where you get stuck with some gas. Okay, so then what happened? You will get hiccups continuously. So to smoothen it again, you need to take one or 2 sips of water so that it gets smoothened. This esophagus, the pipe, the water, this basically the food pipe. So in the food pipe, there should not be any kind of a gas formation or gas gets stuck. So try to have a 1 or 2 gulp of 1 or 2 sip of water go inside. That is during the food. Before the food, after the food. Before the food, 45 minutes. After the food, 45 minutes. You must give a gap. You should not drink any water. If you drink, many people habituated to drink the water just after the food. They take 1 glass, 2 glass directly. Isn't it? So that go into your stomach and whatever the hydrochloric acid, that's called the so-called secretion of the stomach. What happens is the inner linings of the stomach, what it does, it go on generate, it has got a capability to generate something called hydrochloric acid, which is the acid, it breaks the large food particles into smallest food particles. There's also peptine. Peptine is also one of the secretion. These two combining, what happens is this two will get combined with the food, like it's a mixing like a grinder. It gets mixed very well. Okay, so that the large particles get broken down and become small particles. Okay, that's how it happens in the stomach. That is the inner lining of stomach. It does that job. It has got that capability. But somehow what happens here, when you put water also along with the food, just after the food you put the you try to drink more water, like 1 glass, 2 glass water just after the food, it go and dilute that particular hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid in a sufficient the sufficient quantity should get mixed with the food. Now along with the hydrochloric acid, this water also go and mix with the hydrochloric acid. That is where hydrochloric acid, that HCl or whatever hydrochloric acid, no, it gets diluted basically. It gets diluted. When it gets diluted, what happens? So the food particles will not be broken down properly. Then the food particle, large food particles, so they are not broken down properly. The same way it is pushed towards the duodenum and goes to small intestine, then goes to, and it becomes wastage also. It became wastage because it is called undigested food. These undigested particles of the food itself become toxin after some time. If you leave it for example, the undigested food happen within the stomach because of you have taken the water wrongly, then it go and get deposited under the stomach in the lower portion of the stomach. It doesn't go into the duodenum also because duodenum is a small pipe. How do you send this the large food particles through the duodenum? It doesn't go right. What you must have done it. You must have mixed it very well with the hydrochloric acid. You must have converted it into liquid form. Then you must have sent through the duodenum and then goes to small intestine. That is the path. But your food particles are not broken down properly because of the improper mixing of the hydrochloric acid with the particular food. Understand? So when this happened, now this creates some kind of undigested food particles within the stomach, which will be left over, which will not be digested. So that if you leave it for 1 day, 2 day, what happened? By the time what happened? It is undigested, it is left over in the down. Again, after some time you may eat one fruit. After some time you may eat some biscuits. After some time you may eat some again in the evening time dinner. See, the undigested food is already there inside the stomach. Again, you are eating. Understand? So that is where the problem comes. Okay. So this undigested food, whatever it is there, get deposited. No. If you want to throw it out, what you have to do? You must detoxify properly. How do you detoxify properly? Probably you must, after food, giving 1 hour gap or 2 hour gap, drink sufficient amount of water. Okay. That means, as I told you, sufficient amount means at a time 1 liter water you should not drink. Every 45 minutes, 1 glass. Throughout the day, if you have drink about 13 glass, 12 glass, it is more than enough, like 3 to 4 liter. So that will take care of the flushing out all the toxins, undigested food, everything out. By the next day morning, you will get proper motion, proper stools, so that through the stools, all this undigested food will go out. But most of the people, what they do, they have an habit of not drinking more than 1 liter or 2 liter water, and also they don't have sufficient fiber component within the food also. If there is no fiber component also, let me tell you. So everything like it will be like carbohydrates. If there is no fiber component within the food, so that doesn't flush out properly. So into the large intestine. So whichever is fiber in the nature, it doesn't digest. Understand? Which it doesn't that doesn't digest. It will be taking all the, like for example, some wastage is produced in the stomach, right? If this fiber is there, what happen? The fiber acts like this. Okay, fiber acts like this. How? It's like you have a broomstick, you'll be sweeping, isn't it? You have a broomstick, for example, in your hand. How you sweep the entire floor of the house or a room, particularly like that? If there is a fiber in the food, it works like a broomstick. It will sweep away all these toxicants and undigested food. Everything it will sweep away, so that everything goes out through the stools. Then you become healthy. You'll be always healthy. You can maintain the health basically. This is how it happens. Understood? So anyway, so this water is very important. So water, how to drink the water, I told you, right? And before going to sleep, probably 1 hour before, half an hour before, we can have one glass of lukewarm water. Okay, if at all you can mix a castor oil, otherwise triple or churna. If at all you have any motion trouble, you can do that. So that is going to help for the the free flow of passage of your motion or stools the next day morning. So this is how it works, friends. But what is the best method of what is the best method of purifying the water? This is what we need to understand now today. Friends, so the water which comes out through borewell, can water, or river water, whatever it may be, everywhere what we found is the adulteration. How is the adulteration happening? Even the river water is coming and the cities, the urban cities, that is where the authorities, what they do is especially the water department authorities, like, they wanted to kill bacteria, virus, all these things. They try to straight away pour the chemicals, basically chlorination. So they add a lot of chlorine that go and mix with the water. So you can imagine now, just for killing the bacteria or virus, they are adding this chlorine. So if it is killing the virus or bacteria, why don't it kill us? Do you think it will leave us if you drink the same water? It will kill us also. In fact, it will go and kill our own positive bacteria. How it has killed other bacteria, it will also kill our bacteria also once you drink that kind of water. So for that, the scientists have invented the ways to clean up the water, like purification. Probably we send through UV filter, then clean all this. In fact, bacteria, virus is removed, and some large particles are removed because it has got micron filter. So it also removes the basically whatever chlorine is added. No, chlorine is added, that chemical, that's also going to be removed. That's also going to be removed. Okay, then the water output of the UV filter is fine. But if it is a river water, remember this. If it is a river water, so that river water is just purified for these things, and then output of the UV filter is a like quality water. But what is meant by quality again here? We must measure one parameter here. Adjust the output of the UV filter. What exactly that? We should measure TDS. We should measure pH. These two. Always try to have these 2 meters in the house. Okay, every one of you purchase these 2 meters. They are available online. You can go to this one, no, Amazon, and purchase. One is TDS meter, one is pH meter. So just take one glass of water of the output of the UV filter. In the glass of water, just place one pH meter. If pH value shows 7 and above, right? So that's a good drinkable water. So good for drinking, fit for drinking. You must understand that. If it is somewhere below 7, 5, 6 and all this, definitely is a problematic. It becomes acidic water. Acidic water, we are not supposed to drink it. If you drink, what happens? It spoils the cells, bodily cells. Bodily cells will be damaged, basically. They'll be killed. They'll be killed, and then slowly it leads to a lot of other diseases, cancer and all these things. Okay. So now, many of the doctors also says you drink alkaline water if you got somebody got cancer. Why do they say that? Because cancer cells cannot survive in the alkaline environment. Cancer cells will survive if at all your inner environment of the body becomes acidic. What happened? The cancer cells will further grow. So if it becomes alkaline, the cancer cells supposedly get die. Okay, and they'll be killed also automatically, and your body becomes natural and it gets healed by itself. That means it will try to regain its own health. It will try to recover, basically. If you are inside within you, the environment becomes alkaline. For that, we need to drink alkaline water. So this is called pH. pH value must measure. To estimate the quality of the water, I'm trying to tell you. And to estimate the other quality parameter is actually TDS. So what is meant by TDS? Total dissolved salts. What are the salts I need for the body? For the body to function properly, for the tissues of the our physical body to be built properly, what all the so-called all these minerals are required, right? Sulfur, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, potassium. So like this, many of the iron. So these are all the various minerals are required for the physical body, for the which are utilized to construct the tissues. So that is the reason we must have good amount of minerals within the water. Of course, if at all I am not providing the minerals to water, it is not a problem, but it is going to be a deficiency. How? Because we are not eating such a food nowadays to get the minerals into the body. The reason I told you yesterday, we are killing the food before taking. I mean, we are making a food negative food and taking inside. What kind of food you are consuming day in day out? We are trying to consume only negative food, isn't it? So when you are taking negative food, how you are supposedly getting these minerals into the physical body? It's not possible, right? Because already minerals are gone, vitamins are gone, nothing is there in the food what we are taking nowadays. Most, I can tell you, 80% people what they are doing is same. Maybe health conscious people and who are having a wisdom of this food and nutrition and food, their healthy lifestyle and all, they may do properly and they may get some good amount of minerals and vitamins and nutrients from the food. Otherwise, most of the people are losing it. That is why nowadays, the big super specialty hospitals are, in every street. If you go to mandal and towns also nowadays, not the urban cities, not the metropolitan cities only. Go to the towns and mandals and like taluk level. Every one street, one particular street will be full of hospitals. So do you think by getting more and more hospitals, see the health is becoming better? No, health is becoming ruined and getting destroyed. That's what we need to understand. Why it is getting destroyed? Because the input of the physical body is not correct. We don't know science of food actually. The science of food, what kind of food we should eat, that we are not knowing. But it is very simple subject. In fact, it is very natural subject. But we are not following it because of, out of our tongue, of the taste of the tongue, number one. Number two, the wrong methodology, the wrong subject or wrong education is given by so-called modern education. The modern education, first of all, modern education will never talk about food and health. I'll tell you, health industry will not talk about the food. The food industry will not bother about the health. This is how it's happening. Go to the hotels, they just feed you, just to feed your stomach. They don't care about health, what health you are going to get out of this food. It means what? Food industry ignore the health, right? Then comes to the health industry. Health industry will never talk about the food. Whatever the food you do, whatever the food you take, you come and take one injection, one tablet. That's enough. Now you see what is the contradictory it is, right? They are not going hand in hand. They are going against each other. Health and food both are interconnected. Food industry must always focus on the health. What kind of health we are going to give it to the people by providing this kind of food, hotels or whatever, the food suppliers. And going to the health industry, all the hospitals, they must, one patient comes here, why patient is getting again and again disease, why this diabetic is not going, why the BP is again and again rising, isn't it? Why that the so-called D vitamin deficiency, B12 deficiency, why there is a hemoglobin deficiency, why the red blood cells are like lower. Right? All these things they must be knowing, and they must suggest that okay, eat this kind of food so that you will again not come back to the hospital. That's where missing, my dear friends. It is missing. The link is missing there. What should we do now? Right? So that's why we don't have alternative. We are losing day by day. Our health is going down, and rapidly the amount of hospitals are going. It's very simple. Anyhow, so if you go and talk, and I think this subject will not come, some other subjects will come into picture here. Anyway, so let's go point by point here. So what we need to do is these two parameters are very important with respect to water. And in order to purify the water in a simpler way, of course, these are all modern methods, UV filter and RO reverse osmosis, filtration. But reverse osmosis, the problem is the water which is supplied to reverse osmosis, it takes away all the minerals, and the minerals are made zero, and then it supply the dead water or zero water. Okay. So that's why, so it is of no use. But we have no other alternative also in the cities, because the water which comes from any source, we don't know from which source it comes and what kind of the impurities are there within that. Okay. So we have no way to know what kind of impurities are coming to the input of the water. That's why, so what scientists have thought of is better to remove everything from that water. Make it like just plain liquid. That's how we are drinking now, RO water. So the better method is you take any water, either you take tap water, can water, whatever it may be. What we suggest is Probably, if at all, if you have time, so you can boil water. For example, if you boil the water and then pour into the one copper vessel, big copper vessel. Otherwise, you pour into one steel vessel. In the steel vessel, you pour and then put one copper plate inside that. Or if you have big vessel of copper, put into that. Keep in storage for 6 to 8 hours. Finish. The water gets structured water now. The water becomes structured water. Most of the times, whatever the bacteria, virus, and whatever small particles, even there is impurities in the water, all that will be getting deposited to the walls of that copper vessel. That is the greatness of this the copper using ancient method of these are all the ancient method, the best ancient method I can say, right? So do this most of the time. But whatever the copper vessel, whatever this copper plate, what you insert, you must be cleaning every 24 hours once. If you again use the same thing again and again, what happen? It leads to a lot of other diseases also, because all the impurities are getting coated to the either the plate or the inside the walls of the copper vessel. So unless you clean them again, next time, the next day, you cannot use it. Don't reuse it as it is. It is going to cause a lot of other problems, my dear friends. Okay. So this is how you do it. So it's best method. So more than this, anything you require, you have any questions, you can ask later also. Not a problem. Right? Yeah. Good. Now the kashayas. Okay. So what is about kashayas? This is the fifth principle of holistic lifestyle. So all these principles we try to make it ourselves. Like we designed actually. The reason is to give a proper health to any person who is going to become a pyramid master in Mahavatar Foundation. So these are the holistic lifestyle principles also one must learn and cultivate in his life, right? So along with meditation and spiritual wisdom, everyone must learn these holistic lifestyle principles and adopt these principles in his life so that he becomes holistic person. The holistic person, the holistic health also is ensured. Okay. The kashayas. So basically, instead of tea, coffee, which are British methods, forget about all that. Okay. In that, there is always caffeine. So that's all again, it's like a more or less, it's like a, what is it? Like a drug only. You can say more or like it is going to give a lot of addiction. Okay. It's going to create addiction. So that addiction, in order to avoid that, so let's forget those things. Maybe see, coffee, tea, what it does is it will try to give some kind of a temporary so-called activation. Like it will try to activate your brain temporarily, but more or less that particular chemical what is there in that it is going to weaken the brain nerves. Imagine. So that's why we should not take this again and again. Then what must be done? So we must take alternative to that. Take any kind of tulsi, neem leaves, tulsi leaves, or you can take pudina leaves. You can take any kind of leaves. Okay, like coriander, the curry leaves. You take any kind of leaves. What you must be doing? Pongimania. Okay, so any kind of leaves you take 20 leaves, clean it properly with the normal water. Take one vessel, put 1 or 2 glass of water, 2 glass of water, right? Just boil it. By the time it is boiling, simmering, then you put this 20 leaves in that. Then again boil it for another 5 minutes. By the time 2 glass of water become 1.5 glass of water, then switch off, let it cool down for some time. Then serve it, in a separate cups. Take it. Every person can take half of the cup, And then if you want to add for a flavor, you can add jaggery, palm jaggery, no sugar, nothing. Okay. No milk also, no sugar also. Just add palm jaggery or date jaggery, karjua, with that powder will be there. So the jaggery powder, add it and then drink it. That's the best thing, right? So this will act like a auxiliary kind of thing, and also it will act like a catalyst in order to hastening the recovery of the disease. For example, any disease you are suffering. Let's say you are suffering from the cold, cough, all these things. Tulsi kashaya straight away. So it works very well. Sunti kashaya, all this, right? Dry ginger. With all these things, what happens is the recovery from any disease will be faster. Remember this. So it is a best catalyst to make you to come out of the particular disease which you are suffering. So that's why kashaya is best. Now the sixth holistic principle is utensils for cooking. What kind of utensils you must be using? You must not be using any kind of a non-stick utensils. No more aluminum utensils. You must be using only steel utensils, and then if at all, like maybe you can say like a bronze, all these things, right? But you cannot use the copper for cooking. Copper is only for preservation of water or storing of water, not more than that. Okay, remember this point. So most of the times, steel is much better. Throw away all this, the no more plastic. Anyway, plastic is the next principle it will come. But within this, non-stick must be completely taken out from your house today itself, or tomorrow, or next week, however, whenever possible for you. Please do that. Okay. I think what is the water bottle you are using, Sunita madam, right now? Plastic, steel, or glass? Can you tell me? You are drinking water. What is the bottle there? What is that bottle? Show me that. Is it plastic? Plastic. Oh, then I think you require this holistic principle very badly, isn't it? So that plastic bottle, next class it should not be there. There should be one steel bottle. Otherwise, see here, like this glass bottle, like this. Okay, glass bottle. So this glass bottle, especially blue bottle, use it. Blue bottle, everybody. Use the blue glass bottle, which is very powerful, energetic water. The blue color is powerful on this earth planet. Okay, which will absorb a lot of sun energy. Even if you want, you just pour the water inside the blue bottle, keep 2-3 hours in the sunshine, then drink that water the whole day. It's like a enabled water, energetic water, which will help you a lot. Okay, right. So that's how it is. Fine. So use all this steel, glass. Okay. And otherwise, you can use, of course, the copper bottle. All this. That's better. Okay. So these utensils you understood, I think. Then use of plastic. Plastic uses definitely we have to be prohibiting all that. Okay. Either for cooking or for the drinking or for storing pickles or storing the grains, whatever it may be, or packing the lunch for the children. Everything must not be using any kind of a so-called plastic bottles. Okay. And if you start going to the vegetable market, right? Take only this so-called sacks or whatever, right? Gunny bags, all. Don't carry any kind of a plastic. Like you go there, then they give one plastic. That again you will bring back, and then every day morning you throw out in the garbage. That is a plastic. Where does it go? Any plastic, if you want, if you throw out, it is not such easy to get again. What else? Decomposed or like a dismantle. Dismantling is very difficult, especially, or you can say melting the so-called this plastic takes hundreds of years. If you throw one plastic cover or bag or a bottle on the ground, even if you go and see after so many years also, it stay there only. It never get mixed with the so-called panchabhutas. So that's why what we need to do, we must avoid using this plastic as much as possible. Okay, forget about it, and then take out, even in your kitchen, if you go and observe grain storage, the so-called the oil storage, the oil, and some kind of a pickles, right? And many things will be there. And the water bottle also, the can also. So try to take care of all these things. It's always better. This plastic is to be avoided. Recycling of plastic is also very difficult nowadays. Remember this point. Okay. That is why we say that avoid that. Now, so the next holistic principle, the eighth principle is walking is must. Why walking is very important, friends? If you walk every day, what happens is you'll be able to maintain the amount of glucose in the body properly. You can consume the calories of the energy through the walking in a daily basis. Let's say if I walk for 15 minutes, right? I will try to consume particularly 1 gram of my glucose. I will consume. That means I will burn it. Right? So in my blood, so like in everybody's human being blood, 5 to 6 liters, we will have 5 to 6 grams of glucose straight away. That is the mandatory glucose level. That is the mandatory and minimum required glucose in order to make sure all the organs are working properly. But what's happening now? Because we are not consuming the glucose at all. So not only 5 to 6 grams, we have to keep on dumping day, morning, afternoon, evening, morning, afternoon, evening. It's like a repetition. So at the same time, it's coming inside, it is storing inside, and we are not using it. Then it gets converted into fats, like the negative, the like a bad cholesterol, VDL, LDL, it gets increased. It becomes fat also, it becomes cholesterol also, isn't it? So all this it becomes in a various, it gets converted into various forms. Then it increases the toxins in the body itself. So most dangerous part is the excessive glucose only. Remember this. So in order to burn that, walking is must. And what kind of walking? Walking means you must be able to walk longer duration slowly. That is the best way of walking. Not like brisk walking and complete it within 5 minutes and come back and sit again in the house. Not that way. 45 minutes you give, let me tell you, 75 minutes per day. If you really walk, that is 5 to 6 grams of your glucose, no, it will completely burn. If you walk for 75 minutes. Okay, then what happens? Once that glucose, what is there in the body, it goes out, right? It is consumed, right? Now you get fresh appetite. You get fresh appetite. Like, you feel like eating now. Otherwise, your appetite will not be there. Your hunger will not be there. How do you get hunger? If there is already glucose in the body, you may not get fresh hunger. That is why you see. So nowadays, because of the sedentary lifestyle, we don't know when to eat, what to eat. I mean, we don't get a kind of a signals. I mean, when to go and eat. We only eat because the doctor said that you eat this time, this time, this time. He has written. So you go and eat. In fact, we are not getting the quality of hunger itself. We lost that signals. Okay. We also lost the signal when to drink the water. I don't feel like thirsty anytime. So this is how the body has been reprogrammed, deprogrammed also. We lost that symbols itself, signals, that science itself is lost because of our own bad lifestyle. Understand? So this is lost right from the beginning. The childhood itself, it's gone. I will tell you later. That's a very big subject again. Okay, why we lost these signals right from the childhood. It's a big syllabus again. It's a big concept also. I'll tell you later. Okay. Anyhow, so this walking is mandatory, my dear friends, and make it as a habit and keep walking. Most of the times, people who are sitting and walking, they get accumulate lot of strain and stress in the body. So if they start walking, this stress and strain will be released. Okay. So if you make it as a practice, and especially walking in the park and garden, it gives a fresh amount of air, isn't it? All that will come. And especially this is most important exercise, better than any kind of so-called physical exercises, because the walking gives a complete movement of the physical body. Understand? So that's how. And this walking, especially nowadays, what happened? Many of the youth, they go to gym instead of walking. What they do, they want to go into the gym and then make a treadmill, one treadmill, and inside the AC they put, right? In fact, there's no AC, nothing required. You must allow the body to sweat. Because of this AC, what happened? The sweat also will not come out, right? The body is getting warmed inside. Then outside temperature, right? If it is proper, then what happens? This sweat will go out. Now the outside temperature is cooling down. That whatever the heat, it is getting cooling down. Then how the sweat will come out? Right? It will not come out properly. Toxins also will not come out properly. That's a wrong method. So instead of using gym, I can say that the best thing is the walking on everyday walking, minimum to minimum 75 minutes per day walking. Make it, a habit. Now, the ninth principle is the so-called sleep. Sleep is mandatory, my dear friends. Why sleep is mandatory? A good sleep, make sure that your body's immunity power is intact. It protects your immunity power if you have proper sleep in the night. 6 hours, 7 hours. If at all you are meditating properly, then what happens? 1 hour meditation equal to 3 hours, 3 to 6 hours meditation, 3 to 6 hours sleep. So you may reduce number of hours. If you are doing practice of meditation in the night time, for example, you do continuous 2 hours. In that 1 hour is efficient meditation is there, deep meditation. Then you can cut off 3 hours sleep also from that. That's not a problem. But you must ensure that a quality meditation you are doing. Understand? And also, what happens is nowadays, due to the hectic schedules and all, lot of strain and stress which is accumulated in the daytime when you are working. So what happens is night time you are not able to sleep because of that stress and pain and all these things. No, a lot of stress. The mind itself is fully stressed. Because of that, many people are not getting sleep also, and they are going to the pills. Now they are taking tablets to to alleviate this and to come out of that insomnia. That is not the way to come out. In fact, it is going to damage your brain if you are habituated to that. The best method for getting proper sleep is always do meditation and try to have some kind of the active lifestyle. Okay, not that sitting and working continuously. No, not like that. So you must have some movement in the physical body also, right? So this improper sleep is definitely a big problem, my dear friends. So then what need to happen is even during sleep also, let me tell you, when you are sleeping also, you should have pitch darkness about around you. There should not be lighting. Many of the people, what happen, they switch on the light, they keep the mobiles on, everything, then they start sleeping. They start sleeping. So that will impact your sleep. You will not get a proper sound sleep. Switch off all the lights, switch off all the mobiles. There should not be any kind of EM waves. Electromagnetic waves must be completely taken out. No more bulbs, no more. Even the bulb also will reduce it will produce the radiation, isn't it? The radiation is also not good for the sleep. I'll tell you, when the body goes to sleep, what happens? The pineal gland detects basically whatever the pineal gland inside, no? So that detects, saying that okay, everything is switched off, it's a pitch dark. That means now is the time, the bio clock. The time to go to sleep. It makes a decision, immediately it produces something called melatonin. Melatonin is the chemical messenger hormone. This goes through the blood and go to all the organs, and then it says to all the organs, hey, now the time, go to the repair mode, start cleansing. See, every organ works, right? When organ works in the daytime, around which what will be formed? Toxin will be formed. All the wastage will be there around each of the organs. Toxicity or toxins around each organ will be there. It has to be cleansed in the night time. That is why the night is meant for. Night is meant for rest for the all physical organs of the body. Then what happens? No, so when the proper rest is given to the physical body, all the organs they clean themselves during the night time because of the indication or because of the signaling of melatonin from the brain. That is not happening because we are going to night shift and we are coming at 12 o'clock. We are coming at 1 o'clock and eating food. You can imagine what kind of damage you are giving to body. I mean, what kind of damage, irreparable damage you are doing to the physical body. That is how it is giving, you are heading towards the so-called cancer, diabetes, all chronic diseases, whatnot. Understand? So this is how we need to understand, my dear friends. So what will happen is, as I told you, the body, when it is on rest, it will produce a lot of chemicals and then make sure that the cleansing procedure happens in entire physical body. Okay, every organ has got its own cleansing time also. Let me tell you. One will have 11 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, like this. The timings are there for every organ. They go for cleaning that time. That time we should not disturb that organ at all. It's better to go into sleep by 10 or whatever, wake up at Brahma Muhurta. In between, all the organs, they clean properly and they are ready for next day, right? And your excretion system also, make sure that all these stools, all the wastage, all the undigested food, everything comes down and then it is ready for excretion. Okay, that's how it works, friends. Okay, that's why sleep is very, very important. So this sleep has to be given to the physical body so that it makes sure that it maintains all its the immunity power and self-healing powers. Everything will be there. Otherwise, it will damage. Now, the 10th holistic lifestyle principle is meditation. Meditation on a daily basis, Dhyana, is very, very mandatory. Okay. Anyhow, I don't need to explain much about that meditation for you because you're all masters of meditation. You have gone through hours together, you have been learning, so doesn't matter. So these are the 10 principles of holistic lifestyle we have covered. by today. Understand? So that means we have been the first class, we have covered about 3. Now we have covered today 7 holistic lifestyle principles. So please follow them and teach everybody in order to make sure that everybody can maintain the holistic health within them. They don't need to visit any doctors. They can reduce medications. They'll be healthy, physically healthy. Of course, mentally also you can be healthy because of meditation. So physical, mental health is taken care. When these two are taken care, obviously you'll get the social health. Okay, you'll have proper relationship with the family members, with the friends, relatives, so that your social health is also taken care. Then ultimately, with a deeper meditation and all, the spiritual journey, spiritual practices, you also can make sure that your spiritual health is also progressing and it is increasing day by day, right? With the swadhyaya, sajana sangatya, so with the various with the various practicing of this kind of Zoom sessions and all, right? All this happens. So that's how you can ensure the proper spiritual growth also, my dear friends. This is all about holistic lifestyle part 2. Today we want to cover, and of course we have this particularly the natural diet to cure any ailment, right? So this is very simple, not very difficult. Also, the best thing is anybody who is suffering from disease. This I'll cover in 2 minutes. Anybody who is suffering with any disease, the first and best method is do the enema first. Practice that's called detoxification with through enema. That an enema kit is available in the medical shops. Get it. Just follow the instructions with just plain water, like body temperature water. Use it and do the enema procedure at least 7 days in a 1 month or 21 days in 1 month. You do it. Everybody who is suffering from any disease, chronic, acute, whatever it may, they will definitely come out of it, because all the diseases are because of the bad gases, bad bacteria produced within stomach. That's all. What about it? Okay, right? This is number 1. Number 2 is simple yoga, exercises, pranayama, meditation every day mandatory. This is one of the second principle. Second, the diet, natural diet to cure any ailment. Understand? And then, so another thing is the air fasting or intermittent fasting. Anybody who is suffering from disease, intermittent fasting, what is that? One day you must eat at 7 o'clock, right? Suppose let's say 7 o'clock you finish the dinner. That also mostly salads, like vegetables, raw food. Okay, if you eat it, so then what happens is from there, like maybe another after 1 hour, drink 1 glass of water, finish that day. Now you're going to sleep sleep at 9 o'clock or whatever. Next day, when you wake up at 5 o'clock, whatever, then you can drink water. But in any manner, you must be not taking any kind of solid substance, right? 8 o'clock, you can have 1 glass of green juice if you wanted. But 10 o'clock, that is 10 or 11 o'clock, for example. So total window of 12 hours to 14 hours, 16 hours maximum, but 12 to 14 hours window you must maintain, where you did not take any kind of physical substance into it. You did not take any kind of a solid substance. Solid food you are not taken, right? This is called, this window is called intermittent fasting. This ensures that, friends, it will digest all your dead cells. Your own body will eat all your dead cells. This method is very, very popular and very, very powerful also. If you want, anybody want to reduce the weight, yes, this is the best method. In a month, you can easily lose 5 to 6 kgs. Let me tell you, 5 to 6 kgs, 6 to 7 kgs also per month you can easily lose with this method. Understand? So this is how we need to do. So if you maintain this, friends, so this is called intermittent fasting, very, very important. Now, anyway, for example, for the people who are having this kind of any ill health problems, what they must be doing for lunch. Lunch is again, they can have, if at all you have any problem also, lunch you can have small grain meal. That's not a problem. Small grain meal you can have it, like java godi chapati or a roti and sabjis, small grain, small rice bowl, and with more curries. You can do that. Not a problem. Lunch is okay. And then going to 4 o'clock, so you can take light breakfast kind of thing. Light, you can say short items, not very. You can dry fruits which are soaked. You can take, or fruits you can take. Seasonal, that also seasonal fruits. That is at 4 o'clock. Goa, for example, Goa you can take at that 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock when you, if you feel hunger. Okay. Likewise, seasonal fruits you can take at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Lunchtime, yes, I told you, normal grain or chapati meal you are taking. So this is how it go. And then going to dinner. Dinner you must finish by 6 or 7 o'clock. That time again, as I told you, salads. Go with salads. Now you are finishing almost the daily routine of a even having a ill health. If you follow this kind of diet lifestyle, let me tell you, the disease will go away very easily. Even diabetic person become normal. Even BP will go out. Even cancer patient will also become normal. You understand? So that's how if you follow this diet lifestyle of for 50 days, 50 continuous days, okay, then you check your, but you'll be keep checking your BP level, sugar level. You keep checking it, not a problem. Try to keep them track, okay. But after 50 days, if you check your health, it will be always fine, wonderful, and you might have come out of the disease also after 50 days if you follow this kind of a lifestyle, this kind of a natural diet plan, right, to cure any illness. Okay, friends. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, sir, for giving us like 10 points for as holistic lifestyle. And I want to share one thing. When I was working in my office, like there were like 4 to 5 varieties of water bottles. One of my colleague, Dora, she actually checked the pH levels, and the water that is more tasty is like more acidic. We were thinking, oh my god, we were drinking like acidic water all these days. Then the water that is not at all tasting good is like more alkaline with the 8. The pH level is 8. Though
Correct.
after knowing that, even though the water is not tasty, we got we got used to it, drinking hardly, and finally we managed it. So
Correct.
yeah, the
See,
water that's more tasty is
there are a
like
lot of methods to convert the water from acidic to alkaline. Say, let's say you can just add a pinch of this Agnihotra ash, Bodhi ash into the water. One spoon of water in 20 liters. You just add it. The acidic water becomes alkaline water. And also,
wow.
right, you can add pieces of so-called cucumber. You can convert the water into this one. Okay.
Okay.
Like there are other methods also, a lot of other methods. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And also for cold, I use at home the ginger when grounded. When we squeeze with hand, we get some ginger juice. I'll add some turmeric, lemon, and black pepper powder, mirial podi. I add all those and take when it's cold. It gives like immediate relief. That one
Yes.
helps a lot. Yes. And sir, I think it's time. So
Yeah.
thank you for your session, and thank you,
Okay.
Sri.
Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Thank you all masters.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.